Do a quick little swipe there. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Comics Covered. I'm John. This is Matt. We're the co-founders of coverprice.com. And we do a little show where we just talk about what's happening in the comic book world. But today we are talking about some scheduling changes as we continue to grow. How is our YouTube channel going to grow? We might even talk about some of the other content changes on the website and things like that. But that's the goal. That's the goal, what we're trying to do. I know we took a couple last week off, and then I was not here for the following week. So it's very nice to be back, and it's nice to see you in your smiling, happy face as always, Matt.
Oh, you're talking to me? I thought you were talking to everyone out there.
Well, I can't see their faces.
No, it is nice to have you back. Yeah, no, thank you for everyone joining. Tonight is technically our last Monday night show with us.
Not the show. We're moving to a different day.
Yes, we're moving to a new night. So as the description changes, what was it? Times they are changing. I just watched Don't Look Back or Don't Look Now, whatever that Timothy Chalamet Bob Dylan movie is.
Well, that was also in Watchmen. They used a lot of Bob Dylan in his
Did they really?
They Are Changin.
Oh, I guess they did. Yeah.
I thought you were doing the Watchmen.
Holds up. I'm sorry. That movie is that's a pretty solid movie.
Watchmen is freaking fantastic. I watched that. I watched the Watchmen over and over again. It's so
like
good.
one of my favorite clips from comic book movies is when Rorschach is in jail, and the whole you're not in here, I'm not in here with you, you're in here with me. It's such a good moment. The
ending with Ozymandias and Dr. Manhattan, that whole fight scene thing, how he's just the smartest human is as insignificant to me as the smartest termite. And I was just like, oh, what an insult. Just say that to somebody someday. Just be like,
that's right.
You're like a termite to me.
And anywho, yes, no. So we have some changes. You'll see a lot of if you're paying attention to our social media and our marketing, you could already see a lot of things that we've been testing out there. Working out some of the kinks before we get into a full swing of things. Yeah, who is watching the Watchmen?
Who's watching the Watchmen?
And it kind of just to kind of update you guys, just so because it probably feels very disjointed right now. And that is somewhat intentional in terms of just like we said, working out the kinks and testing things out. But yeah, we're excited about all the changes that are upcoming. A lot of it is bringing back or bringing into our channel here a cohesive branding, a cohesive tone and vibe, essentially.
And let's chat about that for a second, because I think that's an important thing. But also, if you guys aren't signed up, I know probably a lot of you already are. Give Cover Price a try. It's free. Sign up for the free trial and see if it even works.
That model we used for that ad was so expensive. It is. I mean, this day, I still feel. I forget what the cards are. I think I had them around here somewhere. I feel like we need to lean into that more. I actually have.
I really do not want to. I really do not want to, Matt.
That was so much. Yeah, I have X-Men '97 on.
Oh yeah, that's a good show.
I can't tell you how much I loved X-Men '97. Like, if anyone who is able to make Cyclops cool is you just.
That opening when he just jumps out of the plane and he uses his power in a way that I don't think anyone has ever thought he could use it that way.
It's just he's they have all the flyers picking up everyone, and he's just they're like, do you need someone? Nope, I'll see you on the ground. He's just,
but what are you gonna do, Cyclops?
You can't fly, Cyclops.
You can't fly. Yeah, and then how he uses it as a dash, he'll hit his thing and it'll push him across the room.
Sliding around. Yeah, it was so well done.
Come on.
And Gambit. Anyhow, we can go into that show. We can spend a whole.
In the chat. Hey, Lando. Good to see
Mr. You, Lando. So, do we just jump into it, or do we?
Well, I was going to say
more chat?
No, I was going to say, what is the vision? What's our tone? What are we trying to accomplish with this whole content side of Cover Price? What was your what?
It's to be dicks all the time.
All the time. That's our new lane.
That's right. Think you like comics? Nope.
Matt, I don't like your face.
That's right. I'm not very good at being mean.
Yeah, so. It needs work. No, our our vision, I mean, for price to be a resource for comic book collectors. And what we realized as we were doing it, because that was our main focus, was just building the website and making sure the price guide was good, making sure the collection management system was good, new releases. And Matt was always, had his fingertips on all of the information that was coming through the website. And it was like, wow, there's so much good data, like market data coming through the site. And eventually we started writing content. Matt started doing all of that stuff, and we continued to grow the team. And now we're doing like, how many articles a month, Matt? Like 12? A million?
No, I think so. I don't know how to answer that. So we have 7 regular articles, but we're also now pulling in all the publicity updates. So that was an ask from all the publishers, was for us to start tracking that and adding it. And we've been offered exclusives in the past, and we're like, well, we don't have a place for it. So now we have a place for it. And it's just, all it's designed to do is keep all the comic book information in one place, right? Everything and anything that you need is all going to be searchable on the site and discoverable on the site. So it's kind of one of our, one steps forward into just, making it so you don't have to jump around looking for stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just coming across things on social media, and not everyone's on social media all the time. So, this is just an opportunity to streamline and focus and present as much information as we can in a very systematic and straightforward way, like what some of our plans for social media is to post more often, right? To do more reels, to do more posts throughout the day, and a variety of stuff. So maybe one's a shaker, maybe one's a clip from one of the shows the day before, which we're going to be leaning into. Calling out some of the features that you may not know that existed, and most of you do, but a lot of people surprisingly don't, right? And just highlighting trends. A lot of it will be, some of the content we'll do on this channel will be more opportunistic content. If there's big news, John and I will jump on. We'll give a little chit chat of some of, what does it mean for comics, whatever the subject is, and just make it a quick show that, whoever's available to go live will go live. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just really trying more, pushing this a little bit more.
It's interesting because as we continue to grow, we have more opportunity to share that, and you have to go like, well, what is our tone? Like, what are we trying to say? What's our message to the comic community? And I think you guys all know, I mean, we try to be positive. We try to celebrate comics and make us and you excited about what's happening, not from a always, sunny kind of way, although that's a TV show, that's a bad analogy, not in an always cheery kind of way, but in a realistic kind of like, this is exciting, this is cool. But we're not necessarily the group that is going to shit on another creator. We're not going to try to create drama. We're not going to get involved in that kind of stuff, because it doesn't help the comic hobby. It doesn't do anything. It gets a couple clickbaity kind of hits, and then you become those guys who are just screaming and ranting about stuff. Well, we would rather celebrate.
Yeah, a lot of it's leaning into the data to support points, right? And also, we have a very simple rule: if the book exists, it has value, right? It has, whether it's financial value or value to you as a collector, right? If it exists, we're going to track it. We're going to have it in the site, and we're going to find opportunities to talk about it. That is kind of one of the reasons why, we kind of just jump in. We don't go into the whole tidal wave thing, and just because you can say whether it's good for the industry, whether it's bad for it, whatever you want, whatever your take is. Our take is those books exist, people buy them, they own them, they want them in their collection. Yeah. And that's kind of the standpoint. And if they happen to go nuclear, one goes crazy in the aftermarket, we'll highlight it.
And a good example was the top 10 a couple of weeks ago with the FOMO book that kind of showed up. It's like, that's data. That stuff.
That was the Dazzler 3. Yeah, if you guys, I think you guys missed that. Well, maybe didn't miss it. but Josh from Aaron Comics. Aaron from Josh's Comics. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron, he did this, he does these social experiments where he tests out FOMO by presenting, asking people to buy up a book to test out FOMO. And he did that with Dazzler 3, Dr. Doom on the cover, and it made number 3 on our list. It made Comic Book Invest top 10. It made Key Collectors top trending 20. And it was successful. But my take on it was, it proved another point to me, was that a lot of people say this is the power of FOMO. I was like, you proved that people make their own decisions. They knew that it was fake FOMO. They knew they were buying a book that didn't have ultimate real value, and they were doing it for fun. They all made this decision to buy this book because they're adults that make adult decisions,
And plus the buy-in was so low, there was no loss. Right. I look at GameStop. Look at how people can manipulate the stock market. People can manipulate with numbers, and the internet allows us to do that. If anything, my takeaway was cool. Cover Price captured a trend. Looked at actually was gathering proper sales and said this is what's trending. The reason for it's an interesting story. I don't agree. I don't think it's cool to manipulate markets and do that. But it doesn't in my opinion disprove how effective the market is. You're not going to manipulate every single aspect of every single book that's sold. It's just impossible.
I mean, it was the reason why I trended, because it was fun. I mean, it was a good cover. It's cheap. It was, it was a fun experiment. People jumped on it. But they did it with Turok, and no one bought Turok, so it goes into show it doesn't always work. You still can't make people buy Turok.
I mean, Dr. Doom and Dazzler. I mean, that was a good choice.
Sure. I looked at that cover. I was like, I picked that up. Right? Yeah. I mean, but this is what we talk about, when we show books, and it's when you show a book, you gain exposure for something that you've never seen before. A lot of times it gets okay, I want that, right? Or maybe I'll pick that up if I see it. I mean, we just love the whole ecosystem of comics. We're here for it all, whether it's if love blind packs, we're here for it. Hate love variants, we're here for it. I mean, it's the thing. It's it's the constant conversation around it all, the constant changing of what the market gravitates towards is always fascinating just in its own right. How fast the trends move. Anywho, so this all goes into our overall, I know, right? So the same thing, that Dr. Doom cover was really cool. I agree. It's actually a really good cover. So it goes into a lot of trying to streamline a lot of our social media. So you're going to see a lot more from us. Hopefully the algorithm presents us to you in a more steady way. So the new schedule moving forward will be Monday nights is going to be top 10 with Lando. Lando is in this chat right here. Lando is going to have a team of folks that are top 10 like-minded, of people who are really into current comic events, content events, new books, whatever the reason is causing books to trend. Tuesday night is going to be a new show, which will be New Comic Book Day, and that will also be with Lando. If you don't know, and if you should actually you should follow Black Crown Comics right now. They do an FOC show on Sunday night. So we're going to be doing a collaboration on our channel. So that we'll be pushing that out. That'll be kind of like a sister show to us, essentially. So hopefully you guys are watching that FOC show on Sunday nights. But New Comic Book Day with Lando and a team for that on Tuesday nights. Everything will be at 6 o'clock Pacific time. Wednesday will be our show. The vibe will still be the same. Now, our goal is to do a better background, better microphones, better cameras. We're going to be stepping things up slowly and surely to be more, quote, professional. Because, to quote someone, these are just two guys talking into crappy cameras and crappy microphones in their basement. But the joke is on that guy because we don't have basements.
That's right. We're in LA.
Yeah. So there's no basements here, dude.
Yeah. I mean, and it's funny how the comments that are the mean ones stand out and haunt you forever.
I know.
It really is just as Cover Price continues to grow, our level of professionalism tries to continue to grow,
Yeah.
to be interesting, to continue to be relevant.
And then one more show just to get, but then we'll circle back to John. Then Wednesday show the focus will be interviews. So you'll hear from us. We'll chit chat like this, but then we're going to bring in interview focused episodes every show. So we'll bring in, maybe it's someone who was on the top 10. Maybe it'll be around some big news that's happening in the space. Maybe it'll be content driven. Maybe it'll be an artist, a writer, an actor, whoever. It'll be open ended. But that'll be an interview. This will be an interview based show on Wednesdays. And then on Thursdays will be the Shaker Show. Well, that's going to relatively be unchanged. That's going to be with Laura and her crew, which is Gabe, Marty, and Chris, and JB, I think. Maybe they'll cycle out. I forget which ones are going to be on that show. But that'll be with Laura. They have fantastic chemistry. That show's been consistent. That's always a fun show to watch. And so they'll be remaining on Thursday nights as is. And then Friday and Saturday we'll take a break. And then Sunday night rolls around. We have Lando with FOC. It goes right back around. Top 10, New Comic Book Day, Comics Covered.
The entire ecosystem of comic lifespan is covered. I mean, it's interesting. And we're going to have the not rogues gallery, but like the co-hosts, main host, co-hosts on each show, and there's going to be some consistency along with some, I mean, it's hard. Everyone's schedule changes and stuff. So swapping people in and out for certain shows, I think it'll be fun. And each show will have its own vibe. And, I love so Matt's the mastermind behind a lot of the, all the content stuff. But I love the idea that
this on me. If something goes wrong, you know exactly who to go to.
So if something goes wrong, it's just, I got the website. Matt's going to do this. But what I was going to say is I like the direction for this show. Like, it's going to be cool talking to creators, interviewing people that's going on. It'll be interesting to kind of bring on those guys and have those conversations, because like one of the cool benefits of like with Cover Price is we meet all these people. We get to chat with them and see them at cons and stuff. Yeah. It'll be fun. And it'll be a good story for you guys. I always learn something new about an artist, like, and their method and their like background, that I just always find so fascinating. Because it's like, these are people who are just trying to make it, loving what they do. And then each of these things have stories, I mean, I remember that the Jenny Frizen interview we did, and it was just like, you were talking about her husband and like is an artist, and if they ever did anything together, and she lit up and she was just like, that's great. We actually draw each other sometimes, and we see how, all those different things. So you learn a lot. You learn a lot.
Good point. Sorry, Derek. Yeah, Lando's going up against Raw. Very interesting. Apologies for all you wrestling fans. Look, watch wrestling, and then you can follow up with us after.
Actually, Lando would be a good wrestler. I think we should sponsor him and see if he can get in there.
But Lando is a wrestling fan, so I didn't realize we're making him make such a sacrifice. So
that is a big sacrifice. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Lando, sorry.
All right, you could just have it on the background. It could be like a picture-in-picture.
I was just thinking of what his wrestling name would be, like how we could make it a comic book thing, but the Shaker.
So the thing to ask all of you is just, if you guys have feedback, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, tell us that share your feedback as we move forward, because as we see this will be an ever evolving thing. We're going to be bringing in more people from other channels, like we're going to bring on new personalities and new people that you've seen in social media and on other channels. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll bring in a lot of different voices, a lot of different perspectives. We know this industry is so incestuous. Is that the right way to say that?
I'll allow it.
Right. We all know each other. Or we know each other, or like we're like 1 degree of separation, I feel like. So it's a very tiny industry when you stop to like think about
it. It's very niche. It's very niche. And like I know what before we started this and we were just comic collectors, like you never get that picture, because it's just like, oh, these people are making comics. Oh, I hope I can see this artist or whatever. And then when you go to every single convention, all the big ones for 8 years, you're like, oh, hey, there's so-and-so, hey, there's that guy.
And I want to use a lot more clips.
Oh, from the shows.
Like John, I have something for you.
You are an incredibly sensitive man who inspires joy feelings in all those around you.
Joy feelings.
There you go. That's right.
That was a great movie.
Always use the seashells.
He doesn't know how to use the
He
seashells.
doesn't know how to use the seashells.
What was Wesley Snipes' character? He was like, not Dallas. Was it Dallas?
What in
Demolition Man? Yeah.
No, oh my God, you're gonna.
What was it? First one to get it.
Yeah. Who was man? What
no,
was
not Corbin Dallas.
Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix, and then Bruce Willis. Was it? No.
No.
Sylvester Stallone. My bad.
What are you talking about?
He's the Demolition Man. That's right.
That's right.
All right.
No, I love that movie. That was Sandra Bullock's first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
Yeah. And then she went to Speed, which is just like Speed 2, but on a bus.
Wait, that is what? Wait, what do you mean? That is what Speed is.
It's a line. It's Homer Simpson does that line. He's like, it's like Speed 2, but on a bus. I forget what episode that is, but yeah, I say that probably more often than I should. I should probably put that clip in. No, so yeah, these are some of the top level moves that we're making, and just kind of updating you. It's going to be a more formal announcement on Thursday, and then over the weekend, probably maybe on Friday, we'll actually share the schedule. And that schedule, who's going to be on the show, will live at the bottom of all our emails, and it'll be it'll live at the bottom of it'll be attached to our social media when we're highlighting a show.
So we hope you guys like the changes, and if not, like Matt said, reach out, talk to us, communicate. Like we don't know what's interesting until you guys like tell us, or you guys show up. Like tell us, and we'll see if we can make changes. And if anyone has any comments right now, bring it on. Like let's we can talk about like some ideas about content, what you guys want to see.
And there's a lot of stuff we want to do, and we plan to do, but there's things that we do. For example, some of the stuff that takes a lot of research. We just don't have a lot of time to do. So, building creator lists, their most expensive work, although we could pull that together pretty quickly.
We will be able to do it a lot faster too.
Yeah. There's stuff we got to wait till the future. So right now, this is kind of the plan. A lot of our content's rolling out. If you don't know, we do a crowdsourcing article every single Monday. Although there's not one today because everyone's off for the holiday except for us. I seem to have worked all day long.
Yeah.
So I was like, everyone's like, oh, we have a holiday. I was like, that must be nice. We don't get time off. That's the worst part of running a business. But we love it.
Yeah.
Love talking about comics.
Some
of the stuff we were talking about doing is like, hey, bringing you with us to go digging for comics. I always go digging for comics. It might be fun to bring you along. You can kind of see how I go digging, and I find great stuff. And sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's not. But it's just
comics.
It's just fun to dig.
Real quick, Righteous Flipper. Do we owe you a shirt? I'm pretty sure I'm caught up on all the stuff that I'm supposed to be shipping out and whatnot.
I have a lot of stuff I need to send out, which is on my to do.
Yeah, if
he's
either
not on my list, but he could have fallen through the cracks on one of.
If it was a show I wasn't on, just let me know. Like, let me know. Send me an email, and John@coverprice.com. And
I know, I like donuts. We have you for a hat from last week, or 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Matt will remind me, and we'll get that going.
Yeah. I sent you that. I think you sent it.
Yeah. That is a good question. That is it in fact a question.
What was the question then?
No, just like, where's my T-shirt?
Oh, okay.
I'm going through all my messaging going, did I miss something? And so thanks for the fire drill, buddy.
Right.
But that is fine.
Yeah, I mean, so that's kind of the top level stuff. Other than that, that's kind of, we'll hopefully be making changes to the site in the next, I don't know, several months. We're always working on something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't forget, like, yeah, every day our team's all working full time. We're completely rebuilding the database, which should be done in about a month or so, if not less. And then we're moving on to some bigger projects that we promised, and things like that. It's pretty exciting. I mean, I honestly, we're finally in this momentum where it's like some of these projects take a lot of effort, but like once they're done and we start like perfecting it and growing, like looking back, it's so freaking cool at what the site can do now and how fast and like and responsive it can be, and like how the lists are working. And it's like just the beginning. We're like literally 7 to 8 years into this, and we just feel like we're just starting. Like there's so much going to happen this year and next year that it's like I'm excited. It kind of, after a little like long stint of doing it, you kind of get reignited, and you're like, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, so much of what we were doing was just the two of us running everything for a very long time.
Yeah.
But now we have folks. We have great folks on the team.
Now we're just in meetings all the time. We don't do any work anymore, just meetings.
As it works. But we have great team members. Yeah. And they are taking a much deserved day off today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And we always tell them, hopefully they're coming up with great ideas as they're taking the day off.
Yeah. So do you want to do anything on the site?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can go to how. Oh, did you two start this company?
Yeah.
The two of us.
Hey, these guys.
Started with a hope and a dream. Yeah, we started this. We launched in 2018. No one came when we started on, but then we just started growing over the years. So. Yeah, just the two of us.
Right. Just I'm gonna send you a T-shirt now, just to. No, that's very nice of you to say.
Yeah. Hey, screw you, Rachel.
We'll show you.
I know we should be more controversial. I just can't do it. It's like, although I will say that I do watch all of it, just because it's nice to just be informed and also hear all the different sides of things. And to hear the different voices, and of course we always have opinions on things, but we try to be mindful of just how do we present these things internally, right? What kind of like how do we cover things? It's always a challenge to walk, diplomatically and also be mindful of how I don't know. I mean, how we share information. I know, like someone was saying, like, oh, Covered Price is a shill for Mark Spears. I'm like, we didn't need to we didn't need to do anything for Mark. You could just do a search on eBay and you could see everything that was moving.
Yeah.
There was nothing that we needed to do. And that's just a reminder, like our top 10s are a reflection of what people bought last week. It's never, like I always say, it's never a list of what to buy. If you're buying on that list the next week, then you're
yeah, it's market movement. It's what's happening. It's a barometer of like cool comic stories and stuff. And out of that, we figure out like, oh, that's because of content. Oh, that's because someone did a thing about FOMO. Oh, this one's because of that one actress who said that one thing. It's fascinating. It's like literally a map of pop culture of what's going on, I think.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to jump into something?
Yeah, let's just go through some of the trends. I mean, our top 10 will be like now in the future, so it'll be nice. That's kind of one of the nice thing is, that list goes out Tuesday mornings, and by the time the top 10 shows were on Tuesday nights, it was kind of stale information. So it'll be nice to actually do it on Mondays when the list is actually live. So we're looking forward to like actually giving you topical information that is helpful at the time you need it. So yeah, if you want to bring up the main page.
Yeah. Again, thanks, Righteous Flipper. It's in your name, Righteous Flipper. I like that. There's a sweetness to that, like a honor.
Our motives is that we just love comics. It's just and celebrating comics in every form. I can't tell you anything that I dislike greatly in this space because I enjoy all of it. And I really love every little aspect of it, the good, the bad,
And it's hard to be upset about stuff when like your whole business is like kind of fun. Like it's work. I mean, it's a ton of work, like a lot of work. But like it's freaking comics. It's so cool. We get to talk about comics all day long. You know, it's
like go down to the top 10 just for an example. So number 1 right there, you can like just click on the book.
Yeah.
Is Invisible Man number 1. This was the invisible cover. Now I bought one.
This is I saw this. I was like, this is a cool cover. I love it when they do this stuff.
I bought one. It's around here somewhere.
It's invisible, Matt. You'll never find it.
You know, right? Where does it go? So if you hold it straight up, it looks like a white piece of paper. Right?
Sorry, I'm just still thinking you should have held up your hands like this and said, "Here it is."
Yeah. Right. That would have been good. See, that was better. But if you hold it at an angle, you see this view. Now, this was FOMO. Like, this was a perfect FOMO. I love FOMO because FOMO gets me back to my shop. It gets me to my shop on Wednesdays or Thursdays, whatever the day is, looking for a book. I really wanted this book. And now this was the Error edition. It was intended to be blank inside all the way through, but a lot of shops were sent the full color interior. So it has this invisible cover with color interior. They're getting sent the corrected versions pretty soon. But I went to my shop. I wanted a copy. It was on the wall Friday, and I was like, $20. And I was like, I've seen this on the list. I know it's trending. I know it's already moving for $100. And I even asked them, like, how is this still on the wall? And they're like, oh, that's the incentive there. And I was like, no, it's not. Like,
that needs to learn to shut up. Buy the book and walk out.
No, I know. I always chit chat with them because I'm like, why is this still on the wall? Like, it shouldn't still be on the wall because it was 3 days later. I'm like, I'll take it. If no one's going to buy it for $20, I'm going to buy it for $20. I just wanted a copy because I love gimmick covers. And I also want the full invisible one when that comes out. So this was a lot of fun. This was a book that got me.
I didn't know it was Tinian.
Yeah, he's been doing all the monster books from Skybound. Now, if you guys don't know, Skybound does not send comps out to anyone. They did a few years ago, and people were leaking them like before the street date, or sometimes they would be sent books that were for like now, getting them for like New York Comic Con, and then people would sell them a month ahead of time for people who were getting those comp copies. So Skybound said no more, so they stopped comps for everyone. So yeah, if you want to buy a Skybound book, you got to go out and pay for it retail.
It is interesting how the market adjusts. Like, I know we're on a few comp lists and stuff, and we're grateful because we get them and then we put them into the website. We can read the story. It's like it's helpful for our business. But then you get stuff canceled. I mean, people do stuff that kind of ruins it for everybody in a sense, and it doesn't benefit the publisher anymore. So they're like, well, why should we do that?
Yeah. Anyway. Well, it says we're shilling for Mark Sears when it doesn't seem to be any books. No, this was when it was like 10 of his books were like on the top 10 because it was so hot. But yeah, no, there's no Mark Spears book currently.
Hey, what made you?
What's that? Sorry,
I was gonna say, I wonder what made the secret set this week.
Oh, I forgot to update that. Dang it!
Let's see what it was. Let's see what it was last week. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, homage covers. I love homage covers.
Yeah, and I put a little blurb in there too.
Oh, okay. Imitation at its highest value. Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, people are wondering why Monsters number 1. I guess it. So there's different parameters for the top 10. Basically, I think there's got to be more than 5 books sold, and it's got to be over. It's got to have a certain amount of growth compared to the previous week. So if the book didn't have some of those parameters, it didn't pick up on a trend. Now, there is an interesting conversation to, I guess, Mark. I don't know if you heard, John, but Mark announced on, I forget whose show it was, but he said that Monsters has been optioned.
Okay.
By I think, a producer, and that there's 3 people looking at it. And being in that space, I know what that means a lot of times. I always tell people, like, look, when a producer's attached to it, I don't know who the producer is. I don't know the parameters. I don't know how much traction Mark has. It sounds very promising. I know that, even if a book lands somewhere, and someone's like, we're going to develop this, it has a very long road ahead of it, like years before it gets, traction. So it's like, even now, it's like, there's time, right? There's time to like move on this stuff. There's time for more news to come out. There's time for things to solidify. I think a lot of that fan base is pretty darn established, and the prices are pretty darn established. So it's not an easy book to buy into right now. But there's opportunities all around. The convention, I hear there's some pretty fun convention exclusives coming up for New York Comic Con, some of the fan expos. So those provide good opportunities to get into the book if you haven't. And I definitely missed out on the first wave and the second wave.
But it's just, you see so much stuff though that's hard to get into everything. You know what I mean? It's
well,
hard
I thought like we talked about the Kickstarter, and I was like, I should join this Kickstarter, and then I forgot about it, and then we even highlighted it, and then I didn't. And now those books are worth a fortune. And then the books came out, and I was like, all right, maybe this is gonna. If what happens is when I buy the book, it instantly cools down. So Mark Spear should thank me for not buying those hot books, because that would have killed it instantly. The second I bought it, they would have all went down in value.
So real quick, we had a comment from, I think, Chris from you want you need gifts. Yeah, the secret set is a couple months ago we added a new line on the homepage right here of all these things to get to the content quickly. And one thing that Matt had an idea, he was like, we have all this data about comics, and it's not like 100% complete, but it's pretty robust. And so why don't we just do a thing where each week we do I was gonna say Mark Jeweler covers, or blank covers, or window shade covers, red dress covers, because we have a lot of that data. And that's only going to get more and more robust, and we'll probably break those out into their own lists in the future. But at this point
in the future, they'll be searchable. So like in the future, you can search for homage, and it's going to bring every homage cover that exists. And if you search for shark, it'll bring up all the shark covers that exist. Right?
I mean, that's such a big statement that it'll bring up every shark cover that exists. I'll temper that.
There'll have to be a crowdsourcing element to like people who are fans of those niche collecting sets. I mean, there are people who I know one collector who does why it's of mine. I know a collector who does only collect shark covers. I know someone who only collects moon covers, like a full moon on the cover. Like there's a whole series of them. I know someone who collects Santa covers. I know Laura likes girl in a red dress, right? That's her thing. Mr. Longshort likes bubblegum covers. Like it's kind of, and what's fun about these little niche sets is that it gives you something to look for and search for. Yeah. And giving you something, like you always want something you always want something to chase or something to hunt. And it's kind of fun to kind of create these little collecting niches instead of you can even be like, I want a whole run of X-Men, a whole run of Spider-Man, whatever it is. But sometimes leaving it, like if you're a digger, like a lot of us are, it's fun to kind of leave it open-ended, because it's just through exploratory searching, you can kind of come across some stuff that fit those categories for you. Or you find people are like, what happens to all those folks? Like you'll find one and be like, oh, I'm going to give this to that person. Right?
JD says he knows a friend that only collects catalog covers. Okay.
Right.
JD.
That's right. That's right. I also know a friend who only likes boob covers. That's it.
That's all. Feet covers.
Who was the artist that he passed away a year ago? Oh my God, what was the name of the artist who really did a lot of feet covers? You guys can help me out. Amazing stuff. His art was always fantastic. He did Vampires versus Wolves. If that helps. There was a Momoko cover for it.
I came across a Frazetta cover, and he did feet fantastic as well. Like his whole anatomy set was amazing.
Oh my God, what is the name?
I have a box. Nice. Nice. Yeah. If you guys don't know, yeah, you can create mini collections on Cover Price, like Derek, and name it whatever you want. And I do that all the time with like stuff. If you want to try to sell something, or if you have a creator, you can highlight everything and plug it into a box, and it'll be like a mini collection. So you can say like, how much is it worth of my little collection? What's trending? So I can walk you through it if you guys want to see that. But
Derek, who said, what was it? Derek said he has the window shade virtual box. Have you seen that? We actually do track that collector set. So there's actually, Derek, I wonder, do you have the Riverdale window shade books? So there's all the main cast from the Riverdale show. They're like, there's like a series. Each of them did this like window shade cover, and some of them are really hard to find, especially the ones with Betty and Veronica.
All right,
yeah.
I want to test.
It is really fun to chase that stuff for sure, and that's kind of what we want to lean into too, and then hopefully one day you can build your own top 10 lists out of this stuff.
I want to test you, Matt. Can I test you?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna and everybody in the audience too. Everyone who's watching, I'm gonna choose a random homage. And I want you to tell me what it's an homage to. Ready? Stop. Oh, that's too damn easy. What is this one, Matt?
Oh my god.
Okay. I randomly stopped. Okay.
That's pretty good though. What book was that?
Wait. Why am I keep randomly choosing Toy Story covers?
What books is this? Is this an actual?
These are the Avengers.
Oh, it was a Marvel themed covers. Okay, it was like a Toy Story themed one. Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm spinning it right here. This one.
I think that was a Mad Magazine, maybe. I don't know what that one is.
Blood type.
I mean, blood type is a Ani's EC line. Does it say in the title?
Albert. No, just an homage 1 in 10 from Ani. All right.
I don't know that one.
All right. What about this one? Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, well, it's got. I mean, it's clearly got to be.
Is that Swamp Thing? Like a Swamp Thing homage?
Maybe it is.
Twisted Tales, says Lord of Brooklyn.
Yeah, this is not my expert category. So you're really hitting. If you're asking me, I'm not hitting these.
Star Wars.
This is a homage cover?
Star Wars? Event Horizon homage. Oh my god.
Interesting. Yeah, I can kind of see it now.
That movie confused.
Well, that's a random one out there.
Is this an homage or just All right. Man Thing. Oh, that was Man Thing. All right. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but okay, well, that's a Daredevil homage. I know that.
Sure.
Electra.
Yeah.
That seems pretty spot on. I wonder what that is.
Right. That was a fun moment in Wolverine Deadpool.
That was cool. To see. I think everyone
just a throwaway.
Yeah. An homage to itself, right? This is that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, it's not Hughes, but it's definitely a zombified version of JSA 1. I think it's
Supergirl or Power Girl.
Power Girl.
Do
you have to ask? Like just look at
the
that was Sin City.
Oh, good call. Yeah, I love homages. It's like a nostalgia wrapped in a cool cover.
Yeah, Hulk 340. Thank you, Lord of Brooklyn. Well, that's Dark Knight. Yeah.
Well, it's the animated series.
Although it's Batman animated series specifically. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Not.
All right. This one's Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
a homage. I
can do this all day long.
It's funny. Some of these are just so. Oh, that's a low res image. That, oh my god, that was an X-Men issue with Mastermind, right? Or the Puppeteer.
Sounds right.
I forget which issue that is.
Anybody?
My memory's terrible on these things.
We should have the answer so we can do like a one for offers and all that stuff. 1 out of 10. Right. All right. I'm gonna go to the next page, but we don't have to keep doing this. This is me like obsessing now.
But here I'll show I'll share my screen. I'll share the Riverdale. Actually, here I'll just send these to you.
That's got to be a Blade. Yeah, that's Blade, the movie. Or is it Agent and Shield?
All right, I just sent you a link. You could go to it.
Yeah, where'd you put it in Slack?
With our private chat on StreamYard.
Oh, gotcha. I'll find it.
This is what I was showing to Derek. You find these random outliers, right? So, like here's the window shades. Can you find the link? Okay.
I don't see it. Sorry.
In our private chat on StreamYard.
Oh, there it is. Big red thing on it that says private chat.
Yep.
Would make it easier. Give me a sec. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, so you blow that image. So that's Betty, and then if you go to the next one, there's Cherry Blossom or Cheryl Blossom. So there's the window shade one there too.
What's with the window shades? Why?
I don't know. It's just it's a thing. It's a thing. But those they're cheap, but like click the eBay button on that. They're really tough to find. Watch, there'll be like 10 that pops up. Yes, right. Like $3. There you go. Never mind. I guess apparently it's super easy to find.
I love it. I love it when you go live with something and you're like, oh shit, okay, never mind.
Apparently they're abundant.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe the last one was pretty hard to find. Anywho, but yeah, these are some of the rabbit holes you can go into when you collect specific things.
Yeah. Oh, Blade Runner. That was cool.
Oh yeah, the Exiled had a lot of homage covers.
I like that you still say homage.
Homage.
I always tell Matt it's homage, and he's like,
I know.
Won't
I like the over pronunciation.
I know. I'm going to stop bugging you about it.
I forget what that was.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of done with the Disney. I shouldn't say. I see again. It shouldn't be negative. I personally have have tapped out on collecting the Disney covers, but
there's a niche for it. People love Disney.
But again, people collect these things. Now, if you go back to like Walt Disney Stories, there was a run on IDW in I want to say 2011, maybe 2010.
Mm-hmm.
They had fantastic. Oh, there's a that's a category. There are a lot of people who collect the Coppertone covers.
Oh, that's right. The sunscreen.
Yeah, that's the Coppertone cover. There's a really good one with Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff the Shark.
Oh yeah. That I've seen that one. That's really cool. Geiger.
Actually, that one just came out a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
And we just covered an Action Comics on our Shaker show.
Which one?
Icon, it was called Icon versus. I'm terrible at remembering any name of anything in the world.
That's cool.
Icon versus Hardware.
All fun stuff. I know that this is probably so boring. I'm just going so fast through homage covers.
No, it's good. Yeah. But I think I think they got the gist. Let's give something away.
All right. We are going to do a shirt. And to do that, all you got to do is come to the Cover Price merch shop, which I'll plug in here. And we have all these cool colors and logo shirts. And I like the yellow. I have one of these and it's actually kind of looks cool. Hoodies like mustard. I think I sent one to Lando because he was like, he goes, I need a merch shirt. I'm like, yeah, of course. I only wear black. And I was like, okay. So I sent him the yellow one. I think I sent him that one. Hey, Rudy. What's up? Welcome. Happy Labor Day to everybody. So we're going to do a giveaway for merch. All you have to do is type in swag, #swag. And whoever wins, just tell me what shirt you want, your size, your logo. It's easy to come into here and just like click on the one you want and then give me the link. That'd be easier for me. But
I kind of like that one.
It's a cool one.
Yeah, I like that color. I like that combo.
I think Laura wanted one of these until she saw the berry, which I think is kind of a fun one.
That's bold.
It's bold. Doesn't your wife have one of these? Didn't Angela get one of these?
No, she has the pink sweatshirt.
Oh, the sweatshirt. That's right. Someone was wearing it. It's kind of crazy colors, but it really works, I think. But whatever. All right.
It says magenta. It says cyan. I guess that's cyan.
What did I say?
No, I don't think you said anything.
Yeah, I like this one called Oxblood, which was like, I'm like, why? This is Oxblood. All right. So yeah, keep tapping that into the comments, and we'll give this away in a second. Anything else to say, Matt, about life?
No, I mean, that's kind of the update. So thank you for coming on Monday nights. Luckily, you don't have to. All our shows are always going to be, so it's Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, hopefully you show up for each show. Hopefully you enjoy each show. Hopefully something is there for you. Lando is going to crush it. Laura is going to crush it. We'll see how we do. We will try to crush it.
We'll be tepid.
Right. We'll squish it. How about that?
We'll squish it. Yeah.
We'll squish it.
Sounds more accurate.
We might not crush it, but we'll squish it.
We'll squish it.
And hopefully we'll find, like, I kind of leave this open to, like, our team. Like, if, hopefully we'll bring on someone who's, like, a super fan of, if we have a writer or artist on.
Yeah.
Because it's always fun to, like, hear people gush.
Geek out. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really cool, shaking stuff up and getting more content, good energy, good, delivery of it and stuff. I think it's going to be cool. It's just the next iteration of what we're going to be doing with content. And again, if you have ideas,
a good question. Sorry, John.
No.
Well, how do tariffs work if we send a shirt? If it's a gift,
we pay for the tariff.
does he get, that's a question. I don't know how things are working.
All I know is we put in the order, they make it, they ship it, and we cover the cost. And I think whatever's included shipping cost, it's that. If you receive it from a different country, you let us know. I don't know what that tariff might look like. It's not a car. It's not a car. It's not going to be crazy. I don't think they're going to charge more than $5 or something for it.
It's really interesting. I don't know. That's an interesting conversation. I don't know how things work these days internationally.
I can't remember. Yeah, and if it's a disruptive amount of money, we will cover that. That's fine. Yeah, just let us know.
What if it's like $100? That's one expensive shirt.
That is one expensive shirt, but we'll cover it. Just show your receipt. You pay for it, we'll reimburse you or something. I don't know.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Big money. Here we go.
And I Like Donuts has won 3 times. So if you win again, I Like Donuts. It's like he'll have a full wardrobe of cover price.
Yeah, he comes right in the end to get.
I just imagine there's someone like I Like Donuts out there, just like head to toe in cover price swag, walking around.
I have so many cover price shirts, and when I'm like my laundry's low, you start seeing me wearing them around. The craziest thing, I had some random person recognize the logo. I was telling Matt, and he was just like, "Oh, that's like a book website or something." And I was like, "Oh, close." He was like, "Oh, my cousin was showing me something on it." I'm like, "Oh, it's cover price," and yeah. But it was so nice to actually have someone know what this is, and yeah, it was fun. Walking billboard. Yeah.
I do want to share this, which I think is kind of funny.
What?
So here, let's see if I can share my screen.
All right, I'll pull this down.
Let's see. Present your invite. So this is one thing I shouldn't even share this, but I just think it's funny.
John says.
Yep. Indeed. Hold on.
All right, type in #swag if you want to win a shirt.
Okay, well, how do I get back to this? Okay. All right, sharing my screen.
That's us.
All right, so look at this. Here is Covr'D. Covr'D. You see, it's cut. It's there.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty close. So you could, if you guys are really into Covr'D, you could just write this underneath. Oh,
I'm assuming Covr'D is a colon-related product.
Yes, it sure is. You can stool DNA tests. So you send your poop in these boxes. So yes, I
Derek
thought
did that a year ago.
Yes, it's very similar. Now, how do I stop this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Covr'D, we have a very similar logo.
Oh jeez. Great minds think alike.
Very different, but there
and this is a reminder,
similar.
guys, to get your colonoscopies. They're very important.
That's right. Yes, that is very important. If you're over the age of 40,
and we recommend Covr'D.
Look, the procedure is really not bad. One might say it's even fun. The prep is not fun.
I've yet to get a colonoscopy. I got it.
Oh, you should do it. It's a blast.
It's a blast.
It really is. It really is a blast.
It is a blast.
But on the nose.
Maybe TMI. When I was younger, I went to in Thailand. I went to this holistic center of health and wellness and all that stuff. And one of the programs was a colonoscopy. It was the most horrible, painful, weird experience. You have, again, TMI. Whenever something moved down the tube, all the people in the room went, "Yay!" And I'm just in the fetal position going on. I literally got up and I was like, done. And they're like, "No, there's so much more." I'm like, "No."
That was TMI, John.
It was TMI. But you brought up Covr'D.
Yeah. That's here. I'll just
chills, literal chills.
Sometimes I think people are listening, talking to you.
Chills. Literal chills.
Anyway, I apologize for the TMI. All right, let's do this.
I'm sure we can use this one
and my
too.
dad, forget about it. Swing, 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 swing.
I don't know how it applies, but it just does.
It just does. All right, let me.
I just need to hit buttons.
All right, let's do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
I don't know how we really I guess sorry for ending our show on colonoscopy.
Hey, we're ending it. Hey, I think a new winner, Linda Nene. Nene. Congratulations. Please email me, John, John, at coverprice.com.
I just like that there's a second one out there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, just so you know.
Just so you know, I got the number one.
That's the first one.
Send me your shipping address, your color, the size of the shirt you want, the color of the shirt you want, the all that kind of stuff. Go to I'll post the link, I guess, to it. Oops. Go here and just tell us what you want, and we'll get that to you. And guys, thank you everybody for watching. We hope the new updates to the show and stuff are going to be fun. The clean out cells. Yeah, the colonoscopy. That's the fun part.
Yeah. It's a blast. It's like you wake up 3 hours later, 2 hours later.
Jeez, you're really selling it. Not in.
It's a nice nap.
All right. Anyway, on that note, yeah, a lot of fun changes happening. Content is what we love to share with you guys. We appreciate all the
colonoscopy news
and colonoscopy awareness information. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, it did. It did really go down the crapper. Yeah. Actually, no, it didn't. Well, I guess it can.
Yeah, down the tubes.
Right.
But yeah, check us out on Wednesday next week. Remember, 4 shows a week now, all at 6 p.m. Pacific time, starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Lando and Laura.
Plus Lando's show on Sunday. So Lando's our fifth unofficial but official show. So we're going to be collaborating. We're going to collaborate with him on those. It's still nothing changes for his show, but we'll just be sharing it out more regularly. But that is a really good way to pay attention to FOC. I can't stress enough. If you're not paying attention to FOC, you need to be paying attention to FOC. I did one. There was a Wonder Woman variant that I really wanted, and I told my shop, I was like, I want this variant. Let me know what we need to do to get to it. just because I'm telling you now, I want it now, and this was before FOC.
FOC is the new releases.
I mean, it's the perfect point. Like you need to tell them if there's a book that strikes your interest, you got to just tell them now, because that way you're not chasing it when it comes out.
And they appreciate it. The retailers really want an FOC order, because it's like they don't have to risk anything. Someone says, I want to buy this for me. Like, what a great.
It helps creators, it helps publishers, it helps shops, it helps the distributors. It's one of those things that, and here's the important part: make sure you pick it up, right? That's like
that's
a lot of shops say, like, people used to use FOC as spec, as like a as their spec holder, right? And if the book didn't work out, they just wouldn't pick it up, and that hurt a lot of shops, during the spec craze, of when all these new characters and new books have come out. So yeah, if you're going to order it, make sure you pick it up. That is a really important part. But yeah, work with your local shop, comic shop. Pay attention to FOC. There's a lot of good opportunities out there. Yep.
See, PSAs for a lot of stuff today.
Yep, we're all over the board, and that's why we're refocusing the show. Ending on colonoscopy is a very good, perfect example of why we need to refocus.
Why we need scripts.
Right, we need to pull our shit together.
That's just
we got to pull our shit together in so many different ways.
Yeah, you don't want to.
What a way to finish that. And this is going to live forever.
Yeah, it's one of our best shows.
Some alien's going to watch the show and be like,
and that's what starts the alien anal probes. That's why they do it. They're like, oh, humans are into this.
So they like this stuff.
All right, it's weird, but we're here to help.
All right. Anyways.
Happy Labor Day to all you folks. Join us next Wednesday and start. So this week's the same. Next week's going to be all changed. Matt, happy Labor Day to you too, buddy.
It would change, but it's not like crazy.
It's a little change.
It's a shift.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.